Today, we're going to take a quick look into a device that has been causing major waves in the world of action cameras. This tiny device still packs a big punch. On today's first episode of Quick Tech, we're going to take a look into the Insta360 Go 3. I think I have a unique perspective on this camera because I bought it about 8 months ago, and the reason I bought it was because I had started this YouTube channel to follow a hobby of mine. And I chose this camera, whether it was a smart idea or not, as really my primary camera to videotape my YouTube videos. I think that allows me to have a really good perspective on the good and the bad that comes with this device. So today we're going to jump into a little bit of that and tell you a little bit about the pros and the cons that follow. To start off with, one of the first pros on this device is just the overall design. I think it looks great. I think it's small, has about the same footprint of your average GoPro or really any other action camera, but there's a lot more to the design than just that. On the back you have a screen that also folds out to allow you to see what you're recording. While recording, it's easy to hold it up, selfie mode, and see exactly what you're recording and see that you're in frame. This device is also very rugged. I've dropped it multiple times, it's fallen in water, I had no issues with it, it stayed just as reliable since day one. One of the major aspects of this camera that's so impressive is this thing right here, the actual camera itself. You can detach it, and now you have a extremely small, extremely portable camera that can go just about anywhere. I can do unique things with this and put it in places that most cameras can't go. I can put this in a cup of water, fill it up, and drink out of it, and get a shot that any other camera just couldn't do. You can clip this on your shirt, you can put it on your hat, you can get POV shots unlike anything else, and it's really elevated not just my ability to take creative shots, but also just me thinking of things that I otherwise would not. Overall, the design of this device I think is a major selling point on why somebody would want to get it. The unique shots, the ruggedness, the waterproof, it all adds into a very nice complete package. The second pro on this device is just the overall quality of the image that comes out of it. I've taken lots of shots, and for the most part I've been very pleased with everything that's came out of it. There's also a lot of shooting modes on this. One of the ones I do like a lot is the time-lapse feature. It takes really nice, professional looking time lapses. It also has a very impressive image stabilization process that whatever you're doing, whether it's riding a bike, running, off-roading, the image out of this is going to look very smooth, not very bouncy, and everything just comes together really nicely. Another video shooting mode is called FreeFrame. It's pretty impressive if you're shooting things for portrait and landscape type things. You shoot in a full aspect ratio that you can later then cut down to your portrait or your landscape. This is really cool because you don't have to worry about shooting one way and then shooting the other way to get whatever you want. You can just go, edit it afterwards, and you can capture anything you want. A third pro about this camera is just all the accessories that you can get with it, whether it's something simple like a tripod or a POV clip for your hat, a necklace to magnetize to. There's a lot out there, whether the things that come with the device or the aftermarket selection that's out there. It's pretty impressive, and it allows you to expand upon what you already have. One thing that I'm not super happy with on this device is the lack of an SD card on it. I am limited to what storage is on this device. I do have the 128 gig version, and for the most part, that's enough for me, and hasn't really been too much of an issue. Where I have ran into an issue is if I'm going on a vacation or I'm going to go on a multiple day trip, I hate the fact that I have to bring along my laptop to upload the data from the camera so I can have more room to shoot in the future, especially if I'm doing a super long time lapse or anything like that. That can be a little bit frustrating, and it is something I've had to work around in certain instances. And really the last con I have found on this device, for me personally, is the low light shooting on it. I do not get the best quality when shooting at night. You can go in and adjust your ISO individually and work with it through there. But on the auto shoot setting, if it's dark, you're gonna have noise, it's gonna be a little bit blurry, and the quality is just not as good as some of the competition around the same price that's out there. Overall, this camera, to me, has been great. It's gotten 90% of everything I've ever wanted to shoot on it shot. It's allowed me to make some pretty cool, unique shots and other videos, and I also look forward to using it to do a lot more in the future. I would like to upgrade and get me a standalone camera to use alongside this, but for now, shooting off my phone, my Pixel 7, and my Insta360 Go 3 is my main ways of taking shots for my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I have a lot more to come. This is the first episode of Quick Tech, and I just want to give an overview of what I really mean by that. Quick Tech is going to be a quick overview of how I feel about certain devices. I will leave a description down below of a little bit more information, more specs and that kind of stuff. But if you'd like a deeper dive on these items and these devices, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to look into that. Maybe that's something we could do in the future. But I appreciate you watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment on what you want me to review next.